Sometimes we go to the movies to watch an engaging romantic film or an incredibly hilarious comedy to escape reality. And there are other times where we look for movies with the worst possible scenario just to see how low humanity can go. That's where apocalyptic movies came from, and today we'll be presenting you with the 10 best of all time. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to turn notifications on for more great videos like this one. 10th place, Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer is an incredible movie featuring an all-star cast by Chris Evans, Ed Harris, Jamie Bell, and Octavia Spencer, based on a graphic novel, Le Transpersonnage by Jacques Loeb. The film depicts a train traveling a globe-spanning track that carries the last remnants of humanity after they attempted to stop global warming by climate engineering. The result? A new snowball Earth that's going to pretty much destroy life as we know it. With a budget of $40 million, this Korean movie was the most expensive one of all. It was critically acclaimed, topping the lists of many 2014 critics after it was released internationally. 9th place, 12 Monkeys. In the 9th spot of our list, we have 12 Monkeys, a 1995 science fiction film inspired by La Jetée. This movie stars Brad Pitt, Bruce Willis, and Madeleine Stowe, fighting against a deadly virus that wipes out almost all of humanity, forcing survivors to leave underground. A group known as the Army of the 12 Monkeys is the one believed to have unleashed the virus. Although not released directly by the Army of the 12 Monkeys, their guiding hand and influence in its creation and release is undeniable. 8th place, Infection. Probably the most terrifying virus apocalypse movie on our list, Infection is a film about an epidemic outbreak of a new rabies virus in Venezuela and a father trying to save his son from contagion. This terrible virus turns people into zombies, creating a catastrophic invasion of undead across the country and their fight against authorities who want to stop the virus from killing everybody on sight. Dr. Adam Vargas and friend Johnny fight their way across the city to an international laboratory to create a cure, while also trying to find Adam's son, who is staying in the countryside with his grandparents. They meet a doctor from Switzerland who has been sent to investigate the epidemic. Despite being released in Venezuela, the movie has a lot of anti-Chavism commentary and has been banned in the country. It also has the distinction of being Venezuela's first zombie apocalypse film and one that caused a lot of shock among the population upon release. 7th place, WALLE. In the 7th spot of our list, we have a different type of post-apocalyptic movie, one that probably many won't be expecting on this list. We have none other than WALLE, one of Pixar's original hits and one of the movies that brought animation to worldwide fame thanks to its incredibly believable animations of physics and its compelling message of the effect of corporatocracy, waste management, and obesity. The movie is literally set on a world ravaged by climate change and depicts in a charming but realistically grim way the way our planet can end up if we don't take care of things now. 6th place, The Day After Tomorrow. The Day After Tomorrow is your classic end-of-the-world movie, though few manage to reach its level of realism and outlook on the reality of a world that could be destroyed at any time from natural disasters. In this movie, the world has to defend against Earth turning into a new ice age and destroying everything. The visual effects on this film are just stunning, so if you haven't watched it, then by all means, go ahead. Make sure to comment down below what you think of this film, too. 5th place, Dr. Strangelove. Dr. Strangelove comes in the 5th place of our list as an incredibly dark comedy that showcases Stanley Kubrick's pitch-black humor at its finest. Released back in 1964, the movie literally features the end of the world on screen. The story concerns an unhinged United States Air Force general who orders a first-strike nuclear attack on the Soviet Union. It separately follows the President of the United States, his advisors, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and a Royal Air Force exchange officer as they attempt to prevent the crew of a B-52 plane from nuking the Soviets and starting an atomic holocaust too. Known as one of the few movies to be proudly labeled as a post-apocalyptic comedy, this one's known as one of the greatest films of all time. 4th place, Edge of Tomorrow. In the fourth spot of our list, we have Edge of Tomorrow. This science fiction film stars Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, taking place in a future where most of Europe is invaded by an alien race. Cruise plays Major William Cage, a PR officer that has zero combat experience and has to join a landing operation against the aliens. Cue a bunch of intense action scenes that will leave you completely mind blown. The movie was so good that it grossed $370.5 million worldwide, and a sequel was instantly issued afterwards. Now that we have arrived to the top 3 of our list, stay until the end of our video to learn which one is the highest grossing apocalyptic film of all time. You'll definitely be surprised to find out which one's at the bottom. Third place, Book of Eli. In the third spot of our list, we have The Book of Eli, a post-apocalyptic new Western film directed by the Hughes brothers and revolving around Eli, a nomad who is told by a voice to deliver his copy of a mysterious book to a safe location on the west coast of the United States. The history of the post-war world is explained along the way, as is the importance of Eli's task. Filming took place in New Mexico, and the movie stars Mila Kunis, Denzel Washington, and Gary Oldman. Eli's daring trip is on foot, demonstrating some incredibly uncanny survival skills and combat abilities against marauders. The ending of the movie is even more baffling, but we'll keep things silent for now. What we can tell you is that it doesn't disappoint at all. Second place, Zombieland. Zombieland comes in second as one of the most hilarious and at the same time incredibly dark post-apocalyptic comedies in the history of TV and film. The movie was directed by Ruben Fleischer and follows the story of a group of survivors against a zombie apocalypse, specifically a geeky college kid that has to make his way through the zombie apocalypse, meeting a bunch of strangers along the way and engaging into a road trip across the United States to find a sanctuary free of zombies. The movie was incredibly successful and was even known as the top-grossing zombie film in the US until another one came out and took the throne, which we'll be taking a look at in the first spot of our list, so stay until the end to find out about it. First place, World War Z. Known as the top-grossing zombie film in the United States, World War Z embodies the apocalyptic genre better than any film ever made. World War Z stars Brad Pitt as Jerry Lane, a former United States investigator that travels across the world to stop a zombie pandemic. The movie is horrifying, electrifying, and incredibly grim. It was so good that it was even chosen to open the 35th Moscow International Film Festival. While the film didn't have the best CGI in the world due to budget issues, it more than made up in its incredibly realistic revival of the zombie genre, managing to gross more than $500 million against a budget of only $190 million. Sadly, its sequel also suffered the same budget issues and was cancelled before it was produced. So what are your thoughts on these incredible apocalyptic movies that have broke worldwide records? Let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn notifications on for more videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.